For those of you who may watch this, my name is Michael, and I wanted to share my personal experience with any future clients looking to the Debt Action Group for help. Like you, if you're watching this, you found yourself in debt. Regardless of your debt amount, I'm sure you can relate to being in debt like we were once. Let me paint our picture for you. Picture in your mind our situation. We're an average couple from a small town in Texas, and at the time we were in our early 50s. My wife and I were supporting our family of 7, my wife and I and our 5 kids. And that's stressful in itself. In addition to this, my mother fell ill. So in the process of taking care of my sick mother, it put a strain on our family both financially and emotionally. And looking back on this situation, and to give you an idea of what we were up against, we spent upwards of $250,000 on medical expenses taking care of my mother. My wife and I, we found ourselves in credit card debt equating to $209,000. It was not until our initial forensic debt audit with a debt consultant, which, we came to understand the mess we were in, and reflecting back, I see that we spent, much of our life savings on medical related bills, and we're putting the remaining on credit cards. And, I had somewhat of an idea of what we were paying out in bills each month, but what I didn't realize was that we were paying out over $2,200 in minimum payments on that debt each month. And this was just a monthly minimum expense on our credit card debt, and we could not get ahead of it to pay it off. Much of it was going to interest, and we were not making any headway at all. So let me stop right here for a second and let you know that we are not a wealthy family. Our income combined for my wife and I was just over $60,000 a year. We were living off of what we'd saved over the years, and much of what we'd saved was drained out of our life savings, and we were left with very little, income or money remaining. Anyway, long story short, we didn't know, where we were going to turn. We felt like we were in a losing battle with our finances, and having a sick loved one simply makes matters worse. And to put it simply, financially, we were a mess. The last thing we wanted was to be consumed by our finances. We didn't want to make matters worse, and trying to manage all of that debt by ourselves, it just made matters worse. So I want to let you know we were not behind on our payments by any means, but we knew if we didn't take action, that's where we were headed. We knew we needed to take back control of our financial situation, and we just needed a way out. And after all the research, we turned to the one company we felt right about. We looked into a ton of options and a variety of companies. And in our experience, every other option that we looked into, it seemed like they didn't really understand what we were feeling. The other professionals we spoke with were nice people, but we felt like, they hadn't really walked a mile in our shoes. And every program, with the exception of this one, was going to be overly invasive with long-term repercussions. We just wanted a way out of our debt, not more grief. And really, there was only one person and one program we felt right about. Thank goodness that we went with them. We look back now and we're grateful for being able to deal with real people and people who had been through a similar situation, and they've shown us a way out. Now, I'll be honest. At first, it seemed like it was too good to be true, but I'll tell you this. They didn't promise more than they could deliver, and I assure you, to this day, I am certain it was the best decision I could have made. I'm certain that no one would have helped like these guys did, and I am forever grateful. To that end, I want to wrap this up and end this with one final comment. If you're watching this and you're not sure what you should do or where to turn, you're not alone. I say this with all sincerity. If you want real people with a real experience and to experience real results, trust the Debt Action Group. If you want someone who cares, this is truly the company you want. I know this for a fact, that there is no one that could help you more than they will. If you watch this, thank you for taking a moment of your time, and I wish you well. As for my debt relief team, those we now consider part of our family, thank you all so much. Words are not enough. And I truly mean this when I say that. I don't know where my family and I would be now if we had not found you.